Hello!
Who remembers those 90s playset toys that were like little dioramas that would open up with tiny figurines in, like Mighty Max and Polly Pocket and that? Well, I'll bet you don't remember the Circus. Yeah, this guy's shoved a giant brat verse to where his mouth used to be, but hey, he's happy about it. So as you can probably guess, all you can tell from this is made in China. That's your lot. That is all you are learning from this, and it's certainly all I've learned from it other than fear. So yeah, you've got a slightly worrying clown face on the front, but what does it open up to be? Warning you now, I've taken the figurines out. We'll look at those in a second. It's a circus! Twice! Look, 3 times in fact. And clown in the background. Clown. I feel like there's a bit missing here. I think there should have been like bars or something, because there's some animal figurines. I wonder if they should have gone behind there. Then under here you've got some bits of grass, a bag of you can't see there because of the lights, but I can't make out what that is. Looks like a bag of maybe sweets or something. Don't know, is that for the clowns? And on here, of course, you've got your terrifying, completely flat audience of cardboard cutouts of damned souls who have come to watch the circus perform. Yeah, it's not the best as playsets go, but hoo boy, just you wait and see what we've got to perform in the circus. So, let us begin with a lovely animal. Look, everyone, it's a dead jelly baby. It's a giant orange slug with a terrifying face on it. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a seal, isn't it? But gonna be honest, I'm not really getting seal from that, particularly not with the face drawn on it. It's just kind of a creepy amorphous blob. I mean, it has a mouth and it can scream. Go on, you can stay in that bit there, and then we'll forget you ever existed. There, that sounds good, doesn't it? That's going to fall over. Told you. I think we'll just leave that open, actually. So, what other animals could you have in a circus? Well, you've got a seal, you've got an elephant, of course. How about a purple elephant that goes along on its unicycle? This isn't too bad, actually. It's a bit strangely flat on the front, like they've just altered a model that was designed to be straight down or something. But overall, that's fine. I don't know why it's purple. I think it's a bit cruel to be getting it to be riding unicycle as well. But hey, modern circuses, in fact, tend not to have animals, let alone giant orange slugs and purple elephants. But fine. We'll put that here. We'll claim it was a sign of the times as a weak excuse. And now we get into the clowns. Oh my god, we get into the clowns. So, this one we shall call Nothing, because I don't think his name is utterable by a human tongue. Thin pink dungarees that appear to be full of, I don't know, custard or something. A face I'm actually scared to comment on, and he's running around clothes-lining children, I imagine. That's what his arm's doing there. Here's the face in close-up, because you really need that in your life. Yeah, I mean, he had a face at one point, but I think somebody attacked him with an ice cream scoop and caved it all out. So that's what we've got left. It's like one of the Cenobites from Hellraiser or something. Anyway, you go there into the clown containment unit, because they get worse. How's about this one? This is one of those ones that a few years ago was probably walking up and down street corners and that and terrifying people. Or in this case, goose stepping. Because apparently that's the thing we needed clowns doing. I'm not sure we needed clowns like this at all, frankly, but there we go. Well, it's got the classic green hair, the classic dead, rotting face of a corpse that's come back from the grave in order to exact revenge on those that wronged him, and a ruff around his neck. Yeah, lovely. Great. I mean, I suppose he's supposed to be kicking one of the other clowns up the pants or something, but it's not reading like that, I'll be honest with you. And wait for the king of the clowns, with his own umbrella or fire extinguisher. I've never worked it out. Oh yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with Mr. Biffo's digitizer character Venus, but I think this is what he'd look like if he'd been dead for a while. I'll tell you what this really looks like to me, actually. Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's Leatherface who's gone on to be a clown, because that's exactly what we need in circuses. Horror movie villains. Perfect. I do like the purple wig, but yeah. Lovely. But we're not at the end yet, because there's some sort of trapeze act. I don't know where she fits onto it. Presumably there's sort of parts missing on the playsets, but yeah, yeah. I think she's been unwell for a while, which is a polite way to say they've just strung up a corpse, frankly, for a weekend at Bernie's style circus display. Yeah, it's just kind of hanging there with its face rotted out. I mean, I haven't been to the circus for a while, but is this what they consist of now? Sort of metaphysical horror? Is it? Or is it still capering? I don't know. If only there was a lion to clear things up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, fairly standard one, this, actually. It looks almost normal. It's just a dull greyish browny lion. No hints of Aslan or anything interesting. Just a demonic creature. There's probably a familiar for one of the clowns. Tell you what, let me manoeuvre these around and get you a nice desktop background for yourselves. Here we are. I call this Welcome to Hell. Oi, face the camera, Beelzebub. There we are. Sponsored bit time. Possibly, like me, you've got one of these newfangled portable telephones that let you take photographs of your dinner. But are you happy with your mobile provider? I very much wasn't recently, which is why I'm very pleased that this video is sponsored by To The Moon Mobile. Now, I use a lot of mobile data when I'm travelling, but for painfully obvious reasons, haven't done much of that this year, so this has led to me paying for a giant sack full of data that I didn't use. But no more, because To The Moon Mobile lets you select a new bundle as often as you like, and you're not tied down by any sort of contract or that kind of gubbins. All you have to do is top up and then select which bundle you want via this handy sliding thingy. Hey, look at it. There it goes. Woo, woo. So there are no contracts and no credit checks and all that. And you don't have to leave the house to set everything up. They'll send you a SIM card and everything is done via the app. And yes, of course, you can keep your existing number because that's important. And also importantly, it uses the network with the best 4G coverage and fastest 4G data speeds. So you'll be able to watch YouTube in forests just like Robin Hood used to or something. Not sure that's accurate. Probably need to watch the film again. Anyway, when you sign up, you're given a bonus amount in your account. A randomly decided amount up to £100, in fact. And I got £100, which I thought was great at first. Then I realised, well, I got to do the advert. And now it looks suspicious because I got the maximum amount. And I can't say things like, hey, maybe you'll get more than me. Maybe you'll get less because you will get the same or less than me because I got the maximum amount. The joy of random numbers. Also, To The Moon Mobile offers a cryptocurrency wallet if you're in need of such a thing. It's first ever UK provider to do that, in fact. Supports 18 of the major ones: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and other digital currencies that sound like they're from some 90s Japanese role-playing game or something. So, if you want to give it a try, click on the special link in the description below. Remember, there's a chance to get up to £100 in your account, and forget about top-up for half a year if you're lucky. Disclaimers. Please note, To The Moon Mobile is a UK provider, and that the name To The Moon is symbolic and you cannot literally make calls to the moon. Look, there's nobody up there anyway. Stop being weird. Here's the rest of the video. And now, something more explicitly and probably more purposefully horror. Pocket shockers. You too can shock your pockets? That's not good, is it? Handfuls of horror you bring to life, but you probably shouldn't, because people don't need handfuls of horror. Yes, it's from Vivid Imaginations. That is a toy company I've definitely heard of. Contains one fear zone, which I'm presuming is the rack here, one fright card, that maybe, one shocker, that'll be the creature I presume, a sort of funny scorpion thing, really, and one fright file. Ooh, this is the fright file, so the card is either under there or behind that. Well, that was exciting journalism work. So, what have we got going on? Collect if you dare, Cages of Rage. Oh God, this really was a thing, wasn't it? I never came across these, but bloody hell. Yeah, you've got your monsters and your funny cages they're in. Then you've got your fear zones, which are these things. Then you've got fighting arenas, which is basically a couple of monsters having a fight on a bit of a background by the looks of it. And Manic Mansion playset. That thing is massive. Look at that. And you can even collect the bloody proofs of purchase and send them off and get yourself a headless bloke. Oh, it's a shame his bottom jaw's dropped off as well. Maybe you have to send off more for those. Well, it's from the year 1994, so that was kind of the peak time for such things. Well, unfortunately, as this is a collector's item, I shan't be opening this one up. Oh, wait, I told lies. Right, let's see what this is like. Whoop, exciting. Got a bit of cardboard holding that in. Bit of plastic for that. We'll have a look at that at the end. Right, off you come. Because that's going to be... right. I think you can see how this works. It's got a magnet. Why is it a rack with a scorpion on it? I don't quite see the meaning there. Oh, well, that's a thing. Okay, let's move the magnet. Oh, he moves around and jumps and falls straight off. What happens if we hold him still? Does that do anything? Well, hang on, I've just realised. It's got, like, lobster claws as well. Ah, this looks better. Right. So now we've got... Oh, there we are. You can use the magnet to make its body tip forward or dance around like an idiot and fall off. And this doesn't move at all. Not massively excited by this, I must say, as a toy. This is a bit plain with some very basic wash on it for paint. This is a bit more exciting because it looks like a mash-up, a chimera, if you will, of many animals. But the actual action feature is a bit naff, it must be said. You can just make its body rock back and forth or fall over. So it's a kind of a drunk simulator? Rock back and forth or fall over? Yeah, that sounds about right. Right, you go over there, and I'm going to have... Do you know what? Actually, before we get into this, I've got two more of them, and I'm going to show you them. They are unboxed. There is... the Summoning of the Demon! Everybody wants their kids to have a demon summoning playset, and this is one of the most portable. So you've got your cat there, reading its evil book, and here on the pentacle thing is a little itty-bitty demon with a trident that moves around, and yeah, you can move this and blah, 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 blah. He can't leave the circle of protection because he hasn't got his passport or something. Yeah, you can see the magnet there. What is the bit of metal and the magnets underneath? I don't know. Don't know which way round it goes. Do you know what? I don't want to know. I feel it would spoil the magic. So yeah, there's a couple of mice here. I think the cat is actually stalking the mouse. It's just that they haven't painted the mouse. He's a bit goofy looking, this demon, isn't he? He's also very small, if that's a cat. But there we are. How big do you need your demon to be? I feel that's not something the market research agencies are currently looking into. But yeah, there we are. That's, again, not a whole lot of detail going on. A bit of fun, isn't it? But the most sort of interesting from a movement point of view is this weird tank of something or other in the mad scientist laboratory. Look, he's got a big old switch that he can't push because he's put his bloody Van de Graaff things in the way. What an idiot. You call yourself a mad scientist. But what has he got? Severed foot of Frankenstein or something. Well, he's starting somewhere. Starting at the bottom and working up, I suppose. But if you hold it still, right, you can manoeuvre this around, and you can make the bone appear and pop up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Or you can sort of make the toes drum. Like that. And you can manoeuvre around. Seconds of enjoyment for anybody who wants to move a toe from a distance. Very odd toys, these. Very odd. And so I'm actually very much looking forward to seeing what else was in the range, because you know full well there's going to be a little thing in here showing you what other ones you could buy. That shocker is called Sting Thing. Perfect. Shock factor 7, skill factor 5, danger factor 9. So you can play top trumps with your weird things. Okay then. Right. I just really... Oh my God, this is huge! Look at this! Oh, brilliant. Right, we can go through and pick our favourite of all the monsters. You've got all the pictures, which are exactly the same as the pictures on the back. Not very excited by those, whatever. But we've got Brain Bash. Looks like the lid flips up and the brain comes out a bit. That's pretty cool. Sting Thing, who is far better painted than the one we've got. I take that back, actually, looking at the paint job again on this. These are all painted, you'll notice, rather than being moulded out of a plastic, so I wonder if these are like test shots or something. Toasting Toes. Oh, is it supposed to be like really hot or something, so the foot's leaping about? It's a bit weird, isn't it? What on earth do you want that for? The partial torture simulator. Devil Rebel. Yep. So these are the... If I was to have the fourth of these playsets, it would obviously be Brain Bash by the looks of it. Devil Rebel. He's a rebel. He's a devil. He's not very interesting. The Hooded Claw. Pretty sure that's just some sort of sea creature. Sunken Sailor. Oh dear. Yep. Basket case going on. Dancing Dead. Doesn't really look like he's dancing. Just looks like he's fallen out of the coffin. A bit depressing, actually. Vicious Venus. Ooh. Yep. Venus flytrap thing going on. Ooh. Collect 6 shocker stamps. Stick 1 50p coin with tape on the space overleaf. Amazing. Does it have a date? Offer applies to UK Ireland only and ends 30th of June 1996. I'm only 24 years late. Is that good? How many do I need? Send 6 shocker stamps and send in for exclusive free shocker. Number 19. Head Honcho is his name. Ho ho. Well, not going to be getting one of those. Flea Bite. Massive swollen flea thing, horrible. Yeti handshake, another basket case thing going on. Foamin' Fide, oh nice, a dog with rabies. Beautiful, beautiful, well done, well done. Frog Feast, yep, it was a frog that's eaten a dead fly or something, okay. Crazy Bones, a skull. Wicked Webber, a very odd looking spider with half as many eyes as it would need. Vic the Vulture. These ones don't seem to have much movement, and mind you, who knows? I haven't seen one in the flesh. Venomous Viper. Rabid Rodents. They're getting a bit generic now, aren't they? Night Clubber. Oh, hilarious. Well, it's like a little orc thing with a club, fair enough. Here's Head Honcho. There he is. Head Honcho, the one you have to send off for, is number 19. So where do you get Doc Shock? The Mad Doctor without any trousers? That's weird, isn't it? Complete with Doc Shock, crazy eccentric resident of you've got to buy the Manic Mansion to get Doc Shock. There we are. Well, it's weird to think that somebody somewhere has probably got a complete collection of these. Hell, they might even be on eBay as we speak. Who knows? But it's an interesting bit of history, the sort of weird crossover between the playsets and the gross-out toys of the 90s, with a satanic twist, because who doesn't enjoy that when they're buying things for their kids? And finally, something, again, I discovered on eBay that I had no knowledge of, but I think that could be, well, put it this way, these have the smell of cheap toys that you would find in, like, I don't know, a pharmacy or something to them. They are the teeny tiny collection. Oh, it's so small, except much bigger than everything else we've featured so far. Stackable modular play environments. Collect them all. For ages 5 and up. Collect them all. Easily snaps to collect them all. I'm not collecting them all. Leave it. Leave it. Quite enjoying this massively 80s background here. Easily snaps together to make your own weird habitation octagons. This is really low down on the scale of items of interest for children to play with, surely. I mean, it's just a picture in an octagon and a fairly large figurine, and that's your lot. My God. Do we know when these were made? No, we don't. Oh, it's a shame. Might have some numbers on the toys themselves. Copyright Tara Toy Corps. Horpage, New York, 11788. Made in China and printed in Hong Kong. Helps if I'd put that in front of the camera. Actually, it's the Tara Toy Corp, I suppose. It's a corporation, isn't it? Collect all the teeny tiny collection. No. I'm not. We've been over this. Build your own special collection. No. No. Design your own play environment. You're not designing much, are you? You're just sticking them together. Collect all indoor and outdoor models. Yep. Various generic things going on. Woman goes surfing. Woman's in the kitchen. Woman's in a bedroom. Woman's playing tennis. Yeah, this is not the most exciting of toys. I mean, compare this to something like Mighty Max, for crying out loud. Although, to be fair, by this background, this could be considerably earlier. Who can say? Possibly us. Is there anything inside these? No. Just in there to pad it out. That's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Rubbish, I say. Right. What have we got going on here? Great. Connect your habitation cubes together to make your own living space hive for all your things. That's a really boring picture of a dining room as well, isn't it? There's nothing in there, just a sort of mirror with a couple of stripes, presumably. Very undetailed thing, and a very obviously outdoor style tree over there, which is odd. And here's a bedroom or a dressing room, somebody getting ready. Well, at least they've got something on the sticker down there. That sticker's just pure green. You may as well not have bloody had it. Right, let's look at the figurines. I'm sure they're going to be amazing. Bam, 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 bam. Very little paint. And it's all blobbed off on her arm. This is not a good toy. Yeah, great. It's a lady with a purse and a rah-rah skirt getting ready to go out. So I'm presuming that must have gone with this one, because I've forgotten where they were in the box. Gee, amazing. And this is like a 70s design, this one, isn't it? With the tie and the type of dress and that, my goodness. Yeah, well, she apparently is in a dining room because she's about to eat, or has eaten, and has got a very long, very thin, noodly arm, which is a bit creepy, frankly. Well, yeah, I'm not particularly impressed with those as a thing. I mean, you could maybe get some enjoyment out of them by collecting them and the thrill of the chase, I suppose, but I think as playsets go, these are a bit naff. It's very much, this is a thing that girls may like. Let us produce cheaply. And then the Daleks gave us this. That's all I can think of there. The only thing I'm impressed with, the little mirrors on the packaging. That's quite good, isn't it? And adds a bit of something, I suppose. Well, there we go. I am suspicious that these are like early, possibly mid-80s. I reckon these might be like 10 years older than the other things we've shown today. But I'm not sure. All I'll know is I'll go and put them away in my miniaturised area where I keep all these things.
Subscribe for more. Subscribe for more. Subscribe for more.